values. But it was so funny how it happened. And
Do you want another?
I think you're meant to just let her. Okay.
Good.
Okay.
I'm gonna order this in.
Hello, team. Happy Monday. I am on my break from work. Just thought I'd jump on to give you a debrief of the latest meal. Now, for those who watched the episode last week, I went on a bit of a rant and titled the whole episode after that rant. And the rant was about a Greek restaurant called Taverna and Mou. The vibes couldn't be more different this time around in this week's debrief. And the reason for that is because 2210 by Natty Can Cook is very, very good. Deserves all the hype it's getting. And I just am only wishing them good things, really, and wishing him good things. Actually, he was there the evening that we went, and I was like, ooh, a little bit starstruck. And I was like, couldn't make too much eye contact. And of course, I didn't speak to him because I don't have the guts to do that. So I didn't go up to him, but kind of was peering over. The restaurant was great. As soon as you walk in, you can just tell that it's going to be a special experience. It was upscale yet homey. Yeah, it's weird to get that balance, really. And also, apologies, I'm holding a cup with a broken handle. I have had to super glue most of my cups, but I lost this handle. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I'm just uploading the footage from that, and as I was uploading it, I can feel myself salivating. I guess one of the good things around, food vlogging and food content creation is that you get to go back and relive it, and sort of your taste buds feel alive again, even through the visuals. So I'm just looking through the sort of timeline here. And first of all, I ordered a Scotch bonnet margarita, which I was I was nervous that maybe it might be overpowering. Scotch bonnet is a very hot chili, but it was really, really good. I ordered 2 of those, actually. It wasn't too strong, or maybe it was deceiving, I'm not sure. But yeah, I didn't feel drunk from it. Luckily as well, I should say, we were with great company because they were also foodies. And so they were up for trying a bunch of different dishes. We tried some of theirs, they tried some of ours, and they were excited about the food, which also kind of adds to the experience. So we ordered a saltfish spring roll. You'll have seen the footage before, but the saltfish spring roll was delightful. We were between, that was kind of like the underdog of the starters for us. I knew straight away that I wanted the roti with the Scotch bonnet butter. I'd seen that on socials and it sounds delicious. So I knew I wanted that. But for the second starter, we were kind of undecided between the curried chicken bites or the saltfish spring roll. Luckily, the friends that we were with ordered curried chicken bites, so we tried a bit of that anyway, and it was so good. Just such a thin, crispy batter. Well, thin, crispy, yet soft batter, really flavorsome chicken inside, great sauces, really lovely presentation as well, as you'll have seen in the footage. But yeah, anyway, we ordered the saltfish spring roll. I figured, we are in a Caribbean restaurant. Saltfish is very in keeping with that cuisine. Let's try it. And absolutely no regrets. That was delicious. And the thing that surprised me is that saltfish, I believe, is cured. So I would have thought that maybe it would be a bit dry, and especially because in a spring roll context, I thought it might be dry. It was not at all. It was very, very good. And then also our friends ordered the pork starter, which I'm just going to open up the menu here. Crispy pork belly. with Scotch, that was with Scotch bonnet as well. That was also delicious, and the presentation on that is gorgeous because you just get like blobs of sauce with contrasting colors. It looks great, and I hope you agree with me when you saw the footage as well. I'm salivating, honestly. Then we also tried the mac and cheese balls as a side. We wanted to get the oxtail mac and cheese balls, but there were none that day. And then for mains, I was between the sort of jerk chicken, very classic dish in Caribbean cuisine, or the pimento duck breast. So I asked Cecilia, who was the sort of front of house staff member who was taking our order and also served us. She suggested I get the pimento duck breast instead of the jerk chicken, just because jerk chicken is something that you can have quite regularly with Caribbean places. So I'm actually kind of glad she said that, to be honest. And the pimento duck breast had pumpkin, wild garlic, spring onion. I really wish I would have taken a better photo of the menu. Anyway, the pimento duck breast was really, really good. It came with a side of jollof rice, which was really good as well. As you can imagine, duck is a little fatty, but it wasn't too much so, and the flavors, made it all worthwhile. Two of the people in the party ordered the braised oxtail, which came with really well made, really well cooked plantain and pickled onion on the top of the jollof rice. So the actually jerk chicken, and actually I'm not sure about the jerk chicken, but the braised oxtail definitely had the option of rice and peas, so rice and kidney beans, or jollof rice. The oxtail was really, really good. I tried that and it was really delicious. I think that's everything, actually. Yeah. And at the end, it's not the cheapest of places, but we were actually pleasantly surprised with the cost, considering two of us had two cocktails, £15 each for the cocktails. Bear in mind, though, we did have to pay a deposit of 20 per person, so that went towards the final bill. But because we paid that deposit a few months back, we were pleasantly surprised that the bill came to around 200. It came out to £258 between us four for a very filling meal. And a really great experience overall. So I would 100% go back. I really want to go back for their Sunday roast, because that's a Caribbean roast as well. So I can't wait to go back. It is really, really worth it if you can afford the sort of cost that we're talking about here. But I have included the bill because I find it really helpful when other content creators do that as well, just for full transparency of what we paid and what each dish cost. I will say that in terms of the Michelin star, who am I to say? I'm not sure that they even need to seek that out, because they have such a great reputation. All the reviews I've read from really respected critics are very positive. I don't know, I feel as though if they really did get a Michelin star, that the climate and atmosphere of it would change. Like, it's not too stuffy, which a lot of restaurants that are Michelin starred, they are a little bit on the stuffy side sometimes, because they're so rigid around every single dish, every single move of the waiting staff. I didn't get that impression at all from 2210. So the service, for instance, was quite casual. We did get asked twice on a couple of occasions something that another person had asked, drinks, for instance. Can I take your drinks order, when we had already ordered our drinks? That is really not a big deal. It happens all the time. But, Michelin star critics, I feel like they look out for silly things like that. And I'm just not sure if this place would, with the vibe that it has, if it even needs to be pursuing a Michelin star. Anyway, I wish them the best of luck in that pursuit. They are in the Michelin Guide, and as I say, the ratings are very high across the board, and deservedly so. I loved it. Really loved it. A real highlight of the weekend for me. Hello, team. It is Monday evening after work, and I made a pretty comforting, sticky, scrumptious, tasty, I would say snack. It's not a snack, it's a dessert. So basically, I wanted to make a mango sticky rice, but then I was like, what's actually in season or like close enough? In the end, I didn't really, like whatever is in season in the UK. I did, however, find some peaches and apricots. So I have made an apricot and peach sticky rice with some coconut flakes on top and some toasted sesame seeds as well. Well, the coconut flakes are toasted as well. And yeah, it's so coconutty, delicious. There's a bit of brown sugar in there as well, but you can see the full recipe for that in my shorts. But I will give you a little glimpse now. It doesn't look, necessarily restaurant ready, but it tastes great. So gonna tuck into this after my dinner tonight. Hello, team. I am back from my day in the office, and it is not even 6:30. Oh, there goes my cat. It's not even 6:30, but I am fully cooking dinner, and it's gonna be a weird kind of like lazy girl dinner. Sometimes that's my fave. I am making scrambled eggs with sun-dried tomatoes and jalapenos in, and a bit of jalapeno juice in there as well. And then on the side, I've got some Perello olive crackers and some cheddar cheese. Can I just say as well, do Perello make anything that isn't delicious? I mean, I know they're expensive, and the only reason why I'm using that as an ingredient is because my friend kindly got me a gift package with a gift box rather with loads of delicious deli treats like Perello olives, Perello crackers, some fancy sardines, some fancy chocolates, some quince jelly, which I've actually put on those crackers as well. But anyway, that's a roundabout way of saying that I truly think Perello only make delicious things. The other reason why I've decided to come on here, and forgive my smoke alarm, I do have one, but it just isn't plugged into the sort of main building. But the other reason why I'm jumping on is because I was watching a sort of YouTube influencer who specializes in social media marketing. She knows her stuff and she's very experienced in the world of YouTube. And essentially she said that YouTube content creators have to capitalize on the big streaming events coming up, like the World Cup, which is starting in June, I believe. And I was thinking, would it be a good idea, or would any of you watching be interested in a series of content around sort of game night bites? I know that the World Cup is a sort of weird one to be celebrating given the politics around it, but seeing as probably not many people will be able to afford to go, why not make nice stuff at home? If you love the game of football or soccer, if you're American, but if you love that game and you're going to be tuning in regardless, then might as well have good food to accompany it. So yeah, let me know in the comments if that's something that you would be interested in, and I will get to planning. And now I'm gonna tuck in to my food. This spot right here would have been perfect for cucumbers. Nice crispy vegetable. However, there are no cucumbers in the fridge, so we will be cucumber free for this one. Morning team. We are back at my favorite park in London. This week has been, because I'm away this weekend, it's bank holiday weekend, and I'm away in Brighton, I need to wrap all this up quite quickly this week because I want to schedule this into the Sunday for you guys. It will be a glorious sunny weekend according to the forecast. Let's stay optimistic. It's going to be a glorious weekend. I'm hoping for a lot of sort of outdoors snacking and dining. Brighton is a very cool place, and so I'm sure the food scene won't disappoint. I have actually booked 2 different places on the Saturday. I know that's very naughty, and I will cancel one according to the vibe and how we feel. So booked Jalisco, which is a Mexican sort of a taco place. Going to decide between that and Coal Shed. Jalisco is much more casual, probably cool vibes. Coal Shed probably the same, but it's a bit more formal. So the decision is yet to be made on that. For lunch today, we've got this delicious salmon poke bowl. Went to the local fishmongers for the first time, in fact, today, and picked up some sushi grade salmon. Has to be very fresh, obviously. You cut that into cubes. Also added some smashed cucumbers, which I only put some chili paste and rice vinegar in. Mix that all about. Full video for this will be in my shorts. Hello team. It is Wednesday after work. It's rainy outside. I had the leftovers from this lunch's meal, which was the salmon poke bowl. Did put some furikake on it for dinner. And now I'm about to try a different take on that Seville sugar biscuit thing that I also tried last week. So I have a pack of those basically, and it's like a Seville traditional flat biscuit. What I'm gonna try this time around, because last time I made a savory dish, which was with posh tuna and orange, and it was kind of like a mix between savory and sweet, inspired by a tapas place that we went to in Seville. This time around, I'm going just sweet. I'm gonna have the biscuit as the base, then I'm gonna have mascarpone icing combo as a top layer, then blueberries, and then some lime zest. Yeah, I thought I would explore that. Why not? I mean, these Seville biscuits are pretty new to me, so I don't know what you traditionally have with them, so I'm trying out new things. So yeah, let's see how it turns out. They're each individually packed as well, which I find quite cute. So yeah, if you can see, it kind of glistens in the light, and that's the crystallized sugar. I think I'm gonna try 1 tablespoon icing sugar to begin with. Quite the workout. I just had an idea while I was stirring this, and that is to put lime juice in this and then use the lime zest on top as well to make full use of the lime and also make this a bit citrusy in contrast to the blueberries. Yeah. Controversial take, but I think I'm gonna actually put a tablespoon of yogurt in here as well. Hopefully that won't ruin the taste. I want to just make it a bit thinner. This is a big one. Okay, the lighting is pretty terrible from what I can tell. So apologies, I'll bring it closer to you. Nice speckles of green, blueberries, the cream below. I definitely need work on my presentation, but it smells great. I'm gonna put a tiny bit more lime. Here you go, there's our random little experiment. I love a good snack experiment. Really, really nice snack. Easy. The sort of olive oil torta is delicious. There's definitely some aniseed flavor in there. It's not, trying to figure out what it is. It's like in little seeds. Maybe cumin? I don't think it's cumin seeds. Oops.
But you know the
It's not recommend a Greek place again. Not getting what I expect, and even the hyped ones. I mean, morning team. It is Friday of bank holiday weekend, a forecasted to be sunny and a heat wave kind of weekend. I am so excited, and I'm gonna be by the seaside this weekend, which I'm super excited by. I really like Brighton. It's also very good in the food scene, so I'll be taking lots of footage. But yes, the plan today is obviously work, find some time to finish this all up, the vlog, and then make sure that I have enough time during Brighton to shoot as much as possible, to have as many snacks as possible as well. That's the other thing about sunshine. It's just, I mean, look, you could say this year round, season round. Food is food, food is great. In the sunshine, you just get the sizzling meat smells. You get what the Brits love to call picky bits. I mean, just look at the sky. Anyway, by picky bits, I mean the kind of small salads, the croquettes, the, little feta parcels. That's what I mean by picky bits. So basically, you just get to try so much stuff. Anyway, I am blabbering on, but the point of this is to say that it's bank holiday weekend and it's forecasted to be sunny. London in the sunshine is truly special. People sat outside. Like I said, the smell of sizzling meats, barbecues and gardens. It's just all very lovely, and it's rarefied, really. It's great. I hope to capture as much of that on here for you as I can, because it truly is a unique experience. Also, what I'm loving already about this day is that it's not even 7:30 and there's so many people out. Walkers like me, runners, dog walkers. I can only imagine these parks will fill up throughout the day and this weekend. A summer appropriate breakfast.